Hey you guys, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my Queer Lit Readathon. And if you guys don't know what Queer Lit Readathon is, it's essentially 1 week out of June, which is Pride Month, where you can go ahead and where you read queer related books essentially. Oh, I need the bingo mark thing, hold on. So Queer Lit Readathon lasts from June 2nd to June 8th, which is essentially a week of you trying to read books. And this is my first time ever participating in a readathon, let alone Queer Lit Readathon, so I'm really excited, and I may have set myself up for failure, but it's fine. We'll find out how far I get with this. So let's just get into it. And yes, I will also be having a separate June TBR. I don't know if any of the books in my Queer Lit Readathon will carry over into June, like my general June TBR, but we'll see on my mood. So let's just kind of get into it. So the first book that I'll be reading is actually a graphic novel, which ticks off a thing on the actual bingo card, which is read a graphic novel, right? Yes, a graphic novel. I'll have the little thing here if necessary, but it'll also be down in the description below with all the information. And that is going to be Motor Crush Volume 1 by... This is what happens when you buy things ebook. I always forget. No. Created by Brendan Fletcher, Cameron Stewart, and Babs Tarr. So I just got home. I'm now parked, and I was thinking about the things that I said in this part for Motor Crush. Oh, let up actually. Completely incorrect. I mixed up the plot for Motor Crush with the plot for Eternal Road Queen, Road to Eternal Love, that one. Still gay is Motor Crush. It's just about a girl, it's like a rival motorcycle gang situation about racing, and there's a chemical involved that's called crush, and that I guess it'll make you go faster or something. Either way, that's the plot of that graphic novel if I somehow mistook it. Still gay and still will be part of my Queer Lit TBR. Just not the one that I was thinking about. This is what happens when you choose two similar sounding graphic novels and make a video about graphic novels you want to read on top of your Queer Lit TBR and confuse the two. But yeah, I feel like I don't know how I confused the two, but I did, so we're gonna roll with it now. So I'm excited to read this. It's probably the only thin one, I think, on this TBR. So if this is the only book that I finished this week, we know how well this one went. But the next book that I am going to be reading is actually fits the middle grade little check mark box here, and that is Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake. Now I've heard a lot of cute things about this. This is, like I said, a middle grade novel, and involves Ivy Aberdeen, whose house has been torn up by a tornado, and her kind of diary slash sketchbook of a bunch of drawings of her holding hands with girls, or girls holding hands, kind of escapes out in there in the world. And now she's kind of readjusting herself into this like really horrible thing that happened in her life. She finds that most of her drawings are now popping up in her locker, and she's secretly wishing it's this girl she's harboring a crush for. Like I said, it sounds really cute, and I'm probably gonna cry. So we'll see how this goes. This is probably gonna be one that I'll be reading alongside the other book, the Motor Crush, just because it's a middle grade novel. It should be a pretty fast-paced read, and I will probably be crying the entire way through. It's fine. The next book on this TBR is one that has come highly requested from one of my best friends, and that is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I believe this one takes off the own voices and then the POC author slash main character, as most of Adam Silvera's works tend to involve POC characters. Now, I don't know too much about this book. All I know is that it fits the Adam Silvera stereotype, which is you're gonna cry at the end, because my friend sobbed. So essentially I'm just going to read off the back here because, like I said, I don't know. 16-year-old Aaron Soto is struggling to find happiness after a family tragedy leaves him reeling. He's slowly remembering what happiness might feel like this summer with the support of his girlfriend Genevieve. But it's his new best friend Thomas who really gets Aaron to open up about his past and confront his future. As Aaron and Thomas get closer, Aaron discovers things about himself that threaten to shatter his newfound contentment. A revolutionary memory alteration procedure, courtesy of the Lateo Institute, might be the only way to straighten himself out. But what if it means forgetting who he truly is? Oh, that sounds really sad. Oh no. I have regrets. Well, we'll find out. Kendra, if you're watching this is your fault. My tears will be your fault. Why?
I wanted to see if you would stop, but you didn't, so now it's gonna be there.
The next book on this list recently came out, and I'm so excited for the author that they finally did come out, and that is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This is their Mason's debut novel, and involves lovely little Ben, who has recently come out as non-binary to their parents and is effectively kicked out of their house. They now have to live with their estranged older sister as they kind of finish high school, I believe, and there they meet Nathan, and it's just going to be a wonderful story about queer little babies, and I'm excited to read it. I have heard nothing but good things about this book. Like I said, I follow Mason on Twitter, and they talk about this book nonstop, and you can just tell how proud they are. So I'm excited to add this to the list of books I have read, and it should be a wonderful amount of, what's the word? My sister's in the room with me and she just said gayness, so we're just gonna go with that. But this also checks off Transspec MC. Ooh, I even can cross off book rec with More Happy Than Out. Wow, look at me go. The last book on this list, I unfortunately will not be reading the group read because I'm stupid. But then this last book actually ticks off 2 boxes, and that'll be sci-fi fantasy and historical fiction. Yeah. And that is Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. I have read their Diviners and I loved it. This book is set in essentially 1920s New York, and it follows around these group of characters who have developed kind of random abilities that give them more insight on the world, on top of fighting this like weird little mystery situation going on. And I did do some research, and the research there are some LGBTQ rep in here, as well as I believe, yeah, I know one character is gay. And then I think we have an asexual character that will be joining the cast. But I'm excited. And like, you can't go wrong with 1920s New York, including like a lovely supernatural paranormal situation going on. So very excited. But she's chunky. She's a little chunky, and I don't know if I'll be able to read this in a week. So we'll see. But that is it for my Queer Lit TBR. I will be attempting, possibly vlogging this experience. So I will also have a link, or I will have a video of like my trials and tribulations and potential failures. But if you want to see more videos, I do upload twice a week, and my June TBR will be up sometime soonish. So keep an eye out for that. Hit subscribe, like, all my other social media will be down below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you then. Bye!